We live in a world that constantly whispers for more. It tells us to chase bigger, better, and faster. We are urged to accumulate more money, own grander cars, live in larger houses, and achieve higher status. This relentless pursuit often leaves us feeling perpetually behind, never quite satisfied. But what if there was a different path, a liberating idea that offers true peace? What if the answer wasn't in having more, but in recognizing enough? The core message we explore today is simple yet profound. It's captured beautifully in the sentiment, "I don't want too much money, I want enough money." This distinction is crucial, for too much can blind us, destroy our peace, and trap us in an endless cycle. Enough, on the other hand, brings a quiet freedom, a profound sense of balance, and genuine peace. It allows us to truly live. We are about to delve into a story that illustrates the perils of chasing too much. Our aim is to gently remind us all of what truly matters in this fleeting journey. It's a story that might just change how you view your own pursuits. Our story begins with a man named David. His childhood was marked by the gnawing fear of not having enough. He grew up witnessing the struggles of poverty, and it left an indelible mark on his young mind. David made a solemn promise to himself: he would never be poor. He vowed to accumulate vast wealth, believing it was the only way to secure his future and banish his childhood fears forever. This promise fueled his every ambition. He embarked on a relentless climb to material success. David worked tirelessly, often putting in grueling hours, always striving to ascend the corporate ladder. His dedication was unwavering, his focus absolute. He achieved significant milestones along the way. There was the thrill of buying his first car, then a house, and eventually, the satisfaction of a truly substantial paycheck. Each achievement felt like a victory against his past. Yet, a strange pattern emerged. The initial rush of each new acquisition faded quickly. The joy was fleeting, replaced by a familiar emptiness. Each milestone, instead of bringing contentment, only fueled a desire for more. A nicer car, a bigger house, a more prestigious title, the goalposts kept shifting. This relentless pursuit became an exhausting cycle, leading David to the brink of burnout. He was always chasing, never quite catching. The consequences of this chase began to manifest in his life. His health started to weaken under the immense pressure and lack of rest. His relationships, once vibrant, became strained and distant. The joy he once found in simple pleasures had vanished. A deep sense of emptiness settled within him, despite his outward success. David had everything money could buy, yet he felt profoundly unfulfilled. One day, utterly exhausted, David decided to take a much-needed vacation. He found himself in a quiet, unassuming coastal town, far from the hustle of his corporate world. It was there he encountered a local fisherman. The fisherman was a picture of contentment, mending his nets by the shore. He exuded a peaceful aura that immediately struck David. He seemed to possess a tranquility David desperately craved. David watched as the fisherman finished his work, having caught enough fish for the day. The man then spent his afternoon resting, playing a simple tune on a small instrument, and laughing with his family. His life seemed uncomplicated and joyful. David, ever the businessman, couldn't help but offer his unsolicited advice. He urged the fisherman to work harder, to catch more fish, to buy a bigger boat, and eventually, to build a thriving fishing company. He saw untapped potential for wealth. The fisherman listened patiently, a gentle smile on his face. David, however, failed to grasp the profound contentment that already permeated the fisherman's simple existence. He couldn't see beyond his own definition of success. Then, the fisherman posed a question that stopped David in his tracks. "And then what?" he asked, after David had outlined his grand plan for riches. "What would you do once you had all that wealth?" The fisherman then revealed his simple truth. He explained that he already lived the life David was describing. He had time with his family, moments of rest, and the enjoyment of his passions, all without the immense stress and burden of David's proposed empire. He highlighted the absurdity of David's endless chase. The fisherman's simple question, "And then what?" echoed in David's mind long after their conversation. The fisherman's quiet declaration, "I already have enough," resonated deeply within him. David began to compare his own life of immense wealth with the fisherman's peaceful existence. He possessed vast sums of money, yet he lacked peace, joy, and genuine connection. The fisherman, with his modest means, seemed to have an abundance of all the things David truly desired. This stark contrast was a painful revelation. The painful truth slowly dawned on David. He realized he had spent his entire life chasing, not living. He had been so focused on accumulating that he had forgotten how to simply be. He possessed wealth, but he lacked fundamental fulfillment. This encounter became a profound turning point for David. He began to question his deeply ingrained values and sought a new path towards balance. He started to understand that too much is a burden, but enough is freedom. This realization was the first step towards a different kind of wealth. Understanding enough is not about giving up on ambition or settling for less than you deserve. It is not about laziness or complacency. Instead, it is a powerful state of security, balance, and the freedom to truly enjoy your life. Enough means having your basic needs met, food on the table, a roof over your head, and time to spend with loved ones. It means knowing when to rest, when to engage, and when to simply be present. It is a foundation for a rich life. Crucially, enough is deeply subjective. What constitutes enough for one person might be vastly different for another. There is no universal benchmark. The importance lies in defining your own personal version of enough. This requires introspection and honesty. It means understanding your true needs versus the endless desires fueled by external pressures. Your enough is unique to you and your values. We must be wary of the world's subtle tricks. Society often subtly, or not so subtly, pushes us to chase too much. It creates an illusion that happiness lies just beyond the next purchase, the next promotion, or the next achievement. Too much is an endless, exhausting cycle that promises fulfillment but rarely delivers. It keeps us perpetually striving, never truly arriving. Enough, however, is where true peace begins. It is the point where the striving can cease and contentment can flourish. Prioritizing what truly matters becomes effortless once you embrace enough. It shifts your focus from external accumulation to internal richness. Relationships, well-being, and finding joy in the present moment rise to the forefront. These are the true currencies of a well-lived life. Let us reinforce the central message that has guided our journey today. True wealth is not measured by the size of your bank account or the number of your possessions. It is measured by the depth of your contentment, the richness of your relationships, and the peace in your heart. Remember the profound wisdom. I don't want too much money, I want enough money. This simple statement holds the key to a life free from the endless chase. It invites us to redefine our understanding of prosperity. Now we invite you to reflect on your own life. Are you currently caught in the relentless pursuit of too much? Or are you consciously striving to live within the liberating embrace of enough? This reflection is a powerful first step. May this story inspire you to cultivate a life of balance, peace, and genuine fulfillment. May you find the courage to define your own enough and live by its gentle wisdom. The key to true wealth lies not in endless acquisition, but in the ability to appreciate enough. It is in this appreciation that we discover a freedom and a peace that no amount of money can ever truly buy. This is the ultimate treasure,